guys, I'm Preethi from Guindy Times, the official magazine of aesthetics, religion and staff. And here we have Meena Kandasamy, and she's the novelist and poet. Actually, you do humanities department doctorate பண்ணலாம். எப்படி complete பண்ணீங்க? எப்படி இருந்துச்சு உங்க college life? And now நீங்க இப்போ இந்த இடத்துல இருக்கீங்க. எப்படி feel பண்றீங்க மேம்?
So I'm very happy to come to CJ because I did my PhD here. I studied from 2006 to 2010, which is like 15 years ago. So when I come here, it's like a trip down my memory lane. But I was not just studying. When I was studying here, I was also teaching. So I think teaching the students at Anna University is possibly one of the best experiences in my life. Because, you know, I think for all of them, the English teacher is their favorite teacher. I hope it's still like that. It was really like, I was only 22. So my HOD called me and said, you cannot wear salwar kameez, you cannot wear shirt and jeans. You have to wear a sari, otherwise nobody will take you seriously. Because I was so close in age to the children, right? Like they were 18, I was like 22. So I had to, learn how to wear a sari every day. And at the end of 4 years, I got so good at it, I could wear a sari in like 3 minutes or 4 minutes without any pin. Because I was doing this every day. So it was very, I think it was a very beautiful time in my life. I also remember taking attendance and in class, names like they would be sitting in the class and the name would not be on the list. They'd be like, why are you in this class? They'd be like, I just came for fun now. So I've also seen the the naughty side of CA students. So yeah, for me it's a very beautiful, lovely place to come back to. And so thank you for having me.
Sure, ma'am. நீங்க வந்து ஒரு நாவலிஸ்ட்ல வந்து எப்படி நீங்க ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணீங்க? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எப்படி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு இப்போ நீங்க ரெகக்னைஸ் பண்ணீங்க?
Okay, so from a young age I wanted to be a writer. I doubted that, but my parents and all like both of them were professors, and my mom was a professor at Madras. That was at Madras University. So it was like, university படிச்சு பேசலாம் முடிக்காட்டி யாரையும் மதிக்க மாட்டாங்க. So there was a huge pressure to get a PhD, to work and be inside academics. I had no belief in that. It was like, I used to fight with my father, I just want to be a writer, I want to be a free person. But I think overall, actually studying here, spending 4 years here, meeting young people actually really helped me. Just at least made me happy as a person. But when I did my novel, I think I started the research around the time I finished writing my PhD. So my first book took me many years to write, like maybe 6 years or something to write. I worked on a long time for it. Because I had to go to this small village near Nagapattinam and stay there and meet a lot of people, take interviews. So this novel was about something called Cleveland. It's a huge massacre that happened in 1968. So a lot of people were killed, and so I was trying to write that story. So it took me a long time to understand and to write and to get the people's voices on the page. But I think once you do it, you really are hooked to writing. So I think the second book, the third book becomes easier. More interesting.
Okay.
So yeah.
It's a nice one. எப்படின்னா இப்போ நீங்க டெய்லி பார்ப்பீங்க, இப்போ வந்து நீங்க டெய்லி பார்க்குறவங்க யாராவது உங்கள்கிட்ட வந்து நீங்க அதெல்லாம் படிச்சிருக்கேன் சூப்பரா இருந்துச்சுன்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க, நம்ம அப்போ வந்து ஃபீல் பண்ணுவீங்களா சூப்பரா இருக்கும் எப்படி இருக்கும், நீங்க ஷேர் பண்ணுறீங்க?
Yeah, I'm a shy person. I actually feel very shy. Like I want to disappear when people talk to my work. So which is why adhima work padikadavanga I feel relaxed. Work padichavo sometimes like they can. I mean, when it is an email, I think it's different. When it's an email, I feel very touched because I don't have to react. But when somebody comes up and says, "Enna solradhu theriyadhu," you're very emotional and you're very moved because it's like. Nobody comes and tells that to you unless you really touch them, right? So, like, like it looks like advertising. At the same time, you also have to be very strong because people like you because you're strong. So, it's a mix of things. I'm just very quiet and know what to say. So, yeah. It's okay.
அப்பனா எப்படி சொல்றாங்க அவங்க முன்னாடி ரியாக்ட் பண்ணி நீங்க ஹாப்பியா தான் இருக்கீங்க, சூப்பரா இருக்கும்ல.
இல்லை ஓரளவுக்கு சூப்பராக இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம்.
ஓகேவா? ஆக்சுவலி நாங்கள் உங்கள் பேஜ் பார்த்தோன்னே பாலிடிக்ஸ் பற்றி பேசியிருக்கீங்க. உங்களுக்கு அது இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் நிறைய இருக்கா மேம்?
No, politics, no, I think that, see, there's a big problem in our social understanding. What we think is, election of leader, vote win that we think is politics, right? But I generally think that everything is political.
Okay.
See, the 10 rupees that is political.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, siege, like, the girls படிக்கிறாங்க, where in the state girls எல்லாருமே படிக்கிறாங்க, that is political.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's the basis of politics. In India, I think there's so much smartphone penetration. Young people are more players. That's also because of political decisions. So I don't think in our life, any aspect of the politics, is my understanding. See, now I speak to you in Tamil because it's my mother tongue, it's your mother tongue. So that's also a very political choice, right? Like, I'm not even making the decision, it just happened. I started in English, now I'm switching to Tamil. But what I'm trying to say is that, so I'm a political person because politics is inevitable, it's in every aspect of our life. But sometimes I think, this is already, you asked me an earlier question, right? Like, how do you feel when people come and recognize you or talk to you or your work is impact on them? I think at that point in time, you also realize that you have a huge responsibility. That is, I can't just write romantic stuff.
Yes.
Like when I was on university, I had the love story of my life. But I can't write only about love, right? Like,
Okay.
You also have to write about things that, have an impact on other people's life. So you have to write about things that have an impact on, society. So I think that what happens is, I find politics everywhere, and I also find that because you some way have a profile, and you have an audience, you have a responsibility to this audience to give them content that relates to their life.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And நாங்கள் உங்களோட ஒரு பேஜில் வந்து ஒரு படிச்சோம், women writers want to be here with an open minded. Actually, எப்படின்னா, why focusing on women மட்டும்,
What a question. No, because see, there's a difference. The difference comes in the fact that in our society, at least in my understanding, is that see, people are very interested in celebrities' life, right? Typically, like they want to know who is dating who is with whom, where they are going, what's the vacation, what clothes they are wearing. But what I find after a time is that when you're a woman and you're a writer, you face an additional problem that What is the additional problem that you face as a woman writer? Is that people are not only interested in what you say, people are also interested in your personal life. So people are like, so what happens is, people will be like, if I say that, women should be free in society, women should not be policed in society, women should have the right to talk about themselves, women should have the right to travel anywhere, they should feel safe. People will be like, what kind of life is she leading? What is her life and why is she talking about it? So when you're a woman and you say anything, people immediately connect it to your personal life. And I find it is a problematic. People don't do this to male writers, right? See, men writers say we need equal society. Men writers say we need education to be free for everybody. Nobody says, oh, he wants education to be free because he has 2 children. But when you're a woman writer, when you're being anyone, immediately connected to your personal life. So what I was trying to say is that, when women are also speaking about society and writing about society, you also should be respected and heard with an open mind.
Related focusing also.
Yeah.
Thank you.
மேம், now இப்போ நீங்கள் திரும்ப நீங்கள் படிச்சு காலேஜ் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க, இப்போ நீங்கள் ஏதாவது சொல்லணும் இல்லை ஏதாவது சேஞ்ச் பண்ணணும்
Please, you're making me feel super old in that question. No. I come regularly here to meet my guide. So I come and take my guide's blessing and then go away. So I don't come to the campus often. Coming to our Videography is different, but
Oh,